I have one of the technical papers put out by Google scientists. This one is Social and Interactive Television Applications based on Real-Time Ambient Audio Identification. And this is put out by Michael Fink, Center for Neural Computation, Hebrew University of Jerusalem, Google Research Incorporated, Mountain View, California. I'm grieving for this country. I'm grieving for humanity. You understand this doubles every 2 years. You understand what they can do to us with this. This is why they're so arrogant. I turned to page 2 of this huge report, and it says personal broadcast content, and you flip to it, and it says real-time popularity ratings and TV broadcast bookmarks. It goes on to describe how this works. It says the viewer's acoustic privacy. This is microphones in your computer listening to you, okay? Listen to this spin. The viewer's acoustic, that's audio, privacy is maintained by the irreversibility of the mapping from the audio summary statistics. Did you hear that? It's the same thing they say, oh, don't worry, when we thumb scan you at the grocery store, it isn't really a fingerprint, it's just some numbers. But it's measurements between the unique spirals on the index finger or the palm or the thumb, and then they reconstitute it with that digital map with the, 14, 16, 20 different indicators depending on what system, and then it gives them your exact thumbprint. It is a thumbprint. Again, it's like saying a digital photo you take with your Canon camera isn't a picture of you. It's zeros and ones, but it reconstitutes in... My dad last night, I had dinner with my parents, and he tried to give it to me. It was some science magazine. I think I left it in the house. And he was going, look at this, look at this. It says that 7 billion images of people's faces have been uploaded, and then the government could never get these digital photos from everybody. They tried to encourage it through different programs, like register your kid for their safety so they don't get kidnapped. It even admitted all that. He was reading it to me. But everybody's just uploaded their pictures anyway, so now the NSA is grabbing all of those. With the help of Google, of course. But listen, I'm digressing, and I'm kind of flummoxed here because this is so bad I can't even describe how bad it is. But again, the viewer's acoustic privacy is maintained by the irreversibility of the mapping from audio to summary statistics. Unlike the speech-enabled proactive agent by Hong Kong ETAL 2001, that's the system to listen over your microphones, our approach will not overhear conversations. Furthermore, no one receiving or intercepting these statistics is able to eavesdrop on such conversations since the original audio does not leave the viewer's computer and the summary statistics are insufficient for recognition. It's the same lie, which the Register, to their credit, that their tech people exposed. See, they're saying that Google has the only key to unencrypt your voice, and they say in this report, okay? They say in this report that we're going to post on prisonplanet.com. Go read it. Go read scientific reports, okay? Go read what we read. Go look at what we look at. Go read this. Hear what they're going to do to you. I just feel like just smashing this equipment, just rampaging through the door. I am just angry right now. And let me tell you something. That is a normal response to these type of insults. And they're going to be announcing now in the next few years how the microphone listens to you, but then telling you, oh, it's just digital data. Of course it's all digital zeros and ones. But Google has the key. The government has the key. They found Microsoft and other Google keys when the software's been released. We talked about it yesterday, where it even has keys in it called NSA decryption key. Google is the government, but they've moved in their main headquarters into a NASA research facility. They've just taken NSA technology and they're integrating it in with the population and the public. You notice how Google's allowed to get away with a bunch of stuff nobody else is? You notice how far ahead they are of Yahoo and everyone else? I'm calling Google out. They just make me sick. They make me so sick. And the argument is, well, if they don't do it, somebody else will. Folks, And they get you addicted to the computers, they get you addicted to digital cable, they get you addicted to DVR, TiVo, and all the rest of it. What's it called in England? Sky Plus. And it just everything you're doing is being tracked. Everything you're doing is being traced. And when you walk out on the street, your face is being scanned, your walk's being scanned. A bunch of airports have put in passive MRIs that scan your brain. I mean, this is thousands of times past 1984. And, of course, all these systems picked up the hijackers on 9/11 in the months before. FBI that was compartmentalized and defense intelligence and able danger. They tried to stop them, and the government would tell them, hey, these are government agents, back off. This is a secret program. That all came out in the news. But the general public is still in denial. Do you understand we have murdering killers in control who are putting in a total control grid to track and trace everything we do? And now, all over big cities in the U.S., the government is sampling the detritus, the human excrement in the sewage lines, and they're talking about putting sensors in at junctions and using mandatory DNA tracing to test the excrement and be able to identify the molecules' connections to the feces or the urine, and coming and arresting you, automatic drug testing in the sewer lines. And I'm not making that up either. That's mainstream news, and they're putting it in L.A. and New York and a couple other cities. I forget which one. Just type in government to test sewers for drugs. I just can't handle it anymore. Drugs these pieces of filth ship in. And I'm sitting here and I'm reading this article, this document, this PDF file from Google's researchers. This is what they're telling you. The viewer's acoustic privacy is maintained by the irreversibility of the mapping from the audio to summary statistics. See, it all goes into big graphs, mass graphs, different statistical breakdowns, and then, of course, your personal file and graph. Unlike the speech-enabled proactive agent by Hong Kong ETAL 2001, our approach will not overhear conversations. That is pure bull. Furthermore, no one receiving or intercepting these statistics is able to eavesdrop on such conversations, since the original audio does not leave the viewer's computer and the summary statistics are insufficient for reconstruction. So they seize control of your computer, they use the microphone, and then what they're saying is they encode it when it leaves, and it goes into a statistical bucket. Further, the system can easily be designed to use an explicit mute-unmute button to give the viewer full control of when acoustic statistics are collected for transmission. They always say that about cookies, about everything, and then there's no amount of software that'll block it or stop it. Although we apply our technicians and techniques to television, we do not use the visual channel as our data source. Instead, we use audio for three pragmatic reasons. Now, again, and you read through here, it says they're going to be listening to the radio in your home, the TV in your home, and your speech in your home, and transcribing it all, and they brag in here how they can take 4 or 5 sources, a party of chattering people, and they can separate all those out and create data lines on it. They know who you are by your speech patterns, your voice print. I mean, this isn't just like a Big Brother microphone in your house. This is AI computer.